Hello everyone, welcome to Morning Chat, and we got special guests here, Sha and Dominic Pather from Brisbane. And maybe I talk to Dominic first. Dom, I hear you're a pastor's daughter and that all the time you're super spiritual.
Super spiritual. Why, thank you, Dr. Pastor Edgar Meyer. I am indeed always super spiritual.
Super spiritual.
That's what being a pastor's kid entails.
Yeah, that's right. And so, because you're super spiritual, how did you cope with COVID-19?
Why, thank you, Pastor Dr. Edgar Meyer. Reverend Dr. Edgar Meyer.
How can you get that so wrong? Okay, that's enough.
Okay,
Let's talk about Sha. Hi, Sha.
Hello. It's good to be here.
What do you do? Like profession? We know that Dom is a teacher.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And medical engineer.
Yeah, so I'm an engineer. I work in the medical space, so developing medical devices for fractures, so fracture fixation devices, and work at a small company in Brisbane at the moment.
Okay. So maybe, I think you got dobbed in by your wife. So how was the beginning, when the lockdown happened and you couldn't go to work and everything? How did that affect you?
So we had a pretty immediate shift to working from home. So we pretty much shut down and everyone went home. We only work at a small company, so it was easy in that way to just say it's easier for everyone to work from home. But it was something that was very new, and that's what I wasn't sort of expecting. I think everyone had the expectation that it's great, we can work from home, and we've got all this time at home and you have a lot of free time, but the stress really piled up not being able to go to the office, and the things that were easy to do in the office now became quite a lot difficult.
So with communication among workmates and stuff,
So that's what made it quite stressful, and definitely in the early weeks I did struggle and had a bit of anxiety and had to work through that, and it was very challenging at the start.
Everyone says, working from home is so great, whatever, you can just dress however you like, but there was stress associated with it, so lack of communication, lack of feedback, maybe feeling part of the team.
And I think also because our company is small, it's the first time that they are dealing with something as heavy as this. Trying to minimize the impacts to the company. Being small was the challenging part, and that's where it really piled up in terms of pressure and stress.
So even for the company to actually keep functioning and keep being profitable.
So that was it was challenging, and I guess it did take quite a while to work through that and figure out, now working from home, how do I change what I do so I can manage that and move through that.
So you're actually better now because you're still working from home?
So now I actually love working from home.
So you get anxious about going back?
Now I don't want to go back, but it did definitely talking to Dom and working through that and figuring out what was important about work and putting things into perspective about why I'm working and how I still need to look after myself in that process. That was really good, and then building better habits to be able, because I couldn't take my work habits from work and just apply them at home.
So are you saying that Dom was helpful in that process?
She was helpful.
Look at that.
Super spiritual.
She was
Super spiritual
throughout the process. Maybe you'd like to share on that.
The joke is that pastors' children may not necessarily be super spiritual.
But you both have a strong faith, and you're actually practicing your faith. How were you going with that? Did that help? Did you adjust there? Is it providing strength for you?
I think for me, when it was tough, I didn't really. I don't think I had the while we had our faith, I didn't have the proper foundations to be able to say, I can push through this because I've set up, my priorities straight. And that's what really hit me hard, was I didn't have the priorities in line. So I had
What
to
does that
feel
mean, even if with faith and devotions, or?
Yeah, so like pushing that to the bottom, because
Right.
I'm going through a lot of challenges at the moment
Yeah.
with that when I started
Yeah.
working for and that was, to be honest, the easiest thing to just push aside and say,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I've got all this problems I need to deal with, and how I'm going to get through it all.
Yeah.
But then over the time realizing that those are the things you dedicate time to be able to overcome those situations.
That's such a common experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
You run out of time, and there's more piled into your life. Church is the first thing that you give up. Maybe I give up home group, maybe I give up my devotions, I give up going to Sunday, and yet that gives us strength to actually cope with stuff. Yeah.
But it was good. I think I got a little bit strict with Sha, and I said you have to stop work at 4 p.m. every day. And some days it's not possible, but I think
So
that was kind of a bit
strict. What does that mean? She gets her teacher's voice and teacher finger?
Yeah, she'll bust through the door if it's after 4 p.m. and then the voice will be raised if I'm still working.
What are you doing?
Do you ever get detention?
Sit in the corner and read your
stay
Bible.
at home. Yeah.
No, but it was good, and Dom being strict in that way, it meant that I can't let work just, because if your work's at home, it's easier to let it just drag on, and I can finish this, and then I can finish the next thing, I can get ahead.
So boundaries were good. Priorities, setting priorities was good.
And like times for devotion, so you try and
Are
maintain a regular time.
Are you having devotions together, or do you separately?
More separately.
Separate.
Yeah.
We recently started trying to do, or even just get more of a habit.
But also, sometimes you talk about what you read.
Yeah.
What is this about?
Yeah, I mean, Tatiana and I, we do it separately as well, but we started just recently, we started to do Holy Communion after dinner together. Just, and that's good. So someone suggested the practice, and you ignore it the first time it comes in, and someone else says exactly the same thing, and then, okay,
Maybe.
God, that may be you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And the other really good thing is probably our small groups continue through Messenger. So that's every second Tuesday.
Okay.
That's like a good
And you do
good
FaceTime
grounding.
or a Zoom or
and it's
things
you
like
watch
that.
we watched the John and Lisa Bevere Reset
Reset
series.
Short videos.
And they were all on the words with the letter F.
Yeah, the
Okay.
things.
Like food,
Yeah.
finances, that stuff.
Okay.
And then you watch that and you talk about it, and it's like very grounding.
How long is that small group session?
Can go pretty late because lots of them have young children. So we start at 7:45, and then it's sometimes gone to 9:30, 10.
Okay.
So you're tired, but
So you do a bit of catch up and stuff.
Yeah,
as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming in. I'm just aware of time. I could talk forever to these two guys. But maybe just one verse. It just says, God is on our side, and you mentioned that verse before. 1 Peter 5 verse 7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. So we can experience that. Sometimes it's us that get distracted, but he's always there, and we can turn to him, and that's encouragement for everyone. Just have a wonderful week. Bye for now.